Dear friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll not only solve this challenge on the TryHackMe Loom, the game, which is actually pretty much easy, but we'll also take a step back and dive into binary analysis in general. In other words, instead of just rushing to the flag, I want to show you how to think when we face a binary file, what tools you should try first, and how to approach both in Linux and Windows executables. And when dealing with a binary challenge, I usually follow the steps you can see over here. The first step, I need to see how the executable is behaving. And of course, I'd like to remind you, when we analyze executable, we should run it in a safe environment like virtual machine or whatever Linux executable or ELF or Windows executable PE, portable executable. So how about if the binary file is Windows PE or executable, how to run it? You can basically take two ways. The first one, you can run it in virtual machine of Windows. But another way is we can run it directly in Linux or Linux in general with Wine. Okay? And in this video, I'm going to show you how to run Windows executable in Linux with the help of Wine. And the second step, we need to gather basic information of the target executable. And the next step is to do some kinds of static analysis and no execution required. And the last step, we need to do or need to perform dynamic analysis. And we need to take some, utilities like ltrace, so we can use this kind of utility to see how the function or library is called by this executable. And another very important tool when we do or when we perform dynamic analysis is GDB. So we can, inspect or check memory information when the executable is executed. And also Windows debuggers like ext4dbg. Okay, so now let's head over to the challenge itself. I've already downloaded the task files. Download the task files and transfer it to Linux. So now let's head over or switch over to Linux. And so first of all, we need to, because this is the unzip file, first of all, we need to unzip it. Okay? Yes. Now it's done. So next, we need, just as I said, we need to know how it behaves. And as you know, this is the Windows executable from its extension. Although, extension itself is not enough. Later, we can use some other commands to confirm or to get more exact information or the file type information. Okay. So next, I think we can run it. We can make it executable. And, you can transfer this Windows executable to virtual machine of Windows. For example, like Windows, Windows 2000 or whatever, and run it and see how this executable is behaving. Alternatively, we can run this Windows executable directly inside Linux with Wine. And by default, Wine is not installed. You need to use package manager like apt to install it. I've already done that before. So now we can run Wine, followed by the executable. Hit enter. Actually, this is a GUI executable or application or program. And this is very, when I was young, I like to play this game very much. Okay, so nothing special here. Now I'd like to quit this program. So next, so how to do? We need to gather the basic information of the executable. The first command I'm going to run is a file and followed by the name of the file. So here, indeed, this is Windows executable PE. PE means portable executable. This is the executable of Windows. And 32. So here, because there is a plus in the end, this is not 32-bit program. Actually, this is 64-bit program. And executable for the version, this is the internal version of Windows, like Windows XP or something like that. And here, give us the type of program. This is a GUI-based application or program. And this architecture, 64-bit. And this is another very important information when we do the binary analysis, stripped to external PDB. Or in other words, the debugging data is not inside this executable, okay? And has 13 sections. So this is the first utility I'd like to run when we gather basic information of a file, okay? So next, we can use strings, very, very useful command when we analyze executable. And we, when we do CTF, we can use strings to, to get back, for example, like credentials, for example, the inside this executable or what else or command is being used, okay? And then we can try to like manipulate this executable, okay? For example, here I'd like to run strings, and this strings command will retrieve all readable characters from the executable or display printable strings in files. Standard input by default, and there's some options available, but I use this. I think all options are not necessary, but sometimes we can put this one, the in number, locate or print any sequence of at least number, okay? So now strings, I'd like to, and executable, a lot of output. It's very difficult for us to understand, okay, or to read its output, okay? So, some like application, debug, utils, the path. So next I try to, after all, our job in this room is to retrieve the flag. And as we know, TryHackMe room always, the flag always starts with THM, right? So I'd like to use this way, grep, and I will use this one to filter out the all lines which start with THM. And sometimes, and also I use the -I option to ignore case. So if the uppercase or lowercase both is acceptable to us. So now I can hit enter. You can see we successfully grab the flag of this room, okay? And this is not what we, this is not anything what I want to showcase in this video, okay? So strings. So the second step, we can take two basic utilities, file and strings, to gather basic information. And with these two types of, or two commands or utilities, we can do a lot of CTFs, okay? So next, we need to do some kinds of static analysis. For example, like we can use Ghidra, Ghidra, and, but Ghidra, we can use Ghidra to make some, reverse engineering, can convert the executable to a C code. Okay, of course, we need to take a different, maybe I cannot, I don't think Ghidra can analyze or make reverse engineering of the Linux executable. We need to take different tools. Okay, and we can try. TryHackMe and the game. Okay, to see whether we can debug or reverse engineering this executable, and we can get, for example, like functions. If we can get the functions, and or we can understand the logic of this executable. Okay. Yes. Analyze. Okay. And you can get like functions. The labels. You get an idea. Okay. So now I'd like to quit from Ghidra. And the last step is to utilize some command like ltrace. Okay, I'd like to quit like ltrace, but this is only used for a Linux executable. So this command can get back the library or functions information of the executable, which is being used or is called by executable. Okay, and also another very important tool is GTB. And we can check, especially we do like the buffer overflow attack, right? So I think that's pretty much it in this video. I hope to see you again. Bye. Have a good day, please.